Crystal Ray to pick up a shoe and hit Vanessa in the face with it.
This was intense. Because they were still trying to figure out what to do with Vanessa while all this is filming.
Right.
Where was she at, Willie?
They ended up putting Vanessa in a hotel for a while. They was like, yeah, they put Vanessa in a hotel.
Did y'all call 911 when this happened?
No, we didn't call 911. I mean, the producers came out and just kind of like tried to cool everybody off. Like they separated everybody, but they didn't do a great job of separating us, as you can see, because we was all in just shock over this. And JT and I this argument started with him. So
see, all this started because JT and Anisha, he just gave her some dick like she wanted. It wouldn't have been none of this LA kids versus Island kids. It started with Vanessa. It started with Anisha and JT. It started with JT and Anisha. They didn't want to mess around, and he started shading her, and she was shading him, and it just went downhill from there.
This is what happens when you quarantining and getting no dick.
Nigga, y'all wasn't quarantining. Y'all was in the island with a house with a pool.
We was in a house in a fucking pool. God.
We had a jacuzzi in our backyard. The crazy thing was our College Hill house was right beside a church.
Was it?
Church was right next door to us.
What was that? Like, was that weird?
It was very weird because we always was like, there's a church here. Like, we're turning up, getting drunk, messing around in the hot tub, and there's a church right next door.
Hey, what's up, JT? JT's dad's on here.
What's up?
Tell JT we still blaming for the fight.
Right.
Ambush my ass one fucking way. But it's separating me, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get the fuck me. I'm 103 pounds.
Was there a Church's Chicken by your door? About the house?
And she's stronger than me.
And Church's Chicken.
Brian from VH1 Info. Who had a Church's Chicken?
I don't know. It just says and Church's Chicken.
Who had a Church's Chicken? Oh, there was a Church's Chicken over there. Yeah, we was in They had us in downtown Petersburg, living in an old slave trade mansion. It was spirits. That house was haunted. We used to hear shit all the time.
They had y'all in an old slave house?
We used to hear people walking around in the attic, and then we found out when we kept telling production, we hear stuff. They got these ghost hunters coming in the house, had me go on a ghost tour, find out that the house was really a slave trade mansion, and they used to hold the slaves up in the attic. And they would bring them down in the stairs that Orlando ran up, that we would go up. That's when they would bring them down and have them stand right there for the auction. And we kept telling them the whole season, we heard stuff in the attic. Like, ask anybody on the cast, we used to hear stuff in the attic. And we used to always be like, well, how much of the mansion can we go on? They said only the first 2 floors. There were like 4 floors in that mansion. And nobody ever went on the 3rd and 4th floor because production had a house beside us. And it was like, nothing's up there. Nobody's up there. And we was like, nigga, there's somebody walking around up there. It was crazy. And we didn't film that ghost hunting thing to the end of the season. It was like one of our last scenes. It was me, Audrina, and I think Will. And then because the other cast was like, I ain't doing that shit. I said, well, the house probably ain't haunted. When he told us all that stuff, and then we saw the history books of it, we was like, wow, there's ghosts in the house. Because they tried to tell us it was rats. They tried to tell us it was rats and birds.
Rats making footsteps?
We used to hear stuff in the chimney. Like, we could hear people trying to open the chimney door. It was crazy. We could hear stuff in the walls. It was weird. Doors would close on the house.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And production set us up because they took all the locks off the doors because they thought that we were slamming doors. Because remember, they would film us in the house with all the cameras. And during arguments, doors would slam. But it would not be us slamming the doors. Random doors in the house would slam when we would argue. It was crazy. Crazy. I'm surprised I even remember this right now.
Whew. God.
I'll take the ghost over y'all. Be down now.
watching this again, Willie, you were so fucking chill.
Deidre, didn't you remember hearing them sounds in the house? All them random sound like people was walking above our room? Because Deidre's room was right beside my room. I see that. Well, the house is in downtown Petersburg, so it's really a landmark.
I got nothing to say, Bobby.
He been talking shit. I've been ignoring whoever that is. See, Deidre said it. Our house was haunted. So what happened after that, Willie? Did y'all still go to class?
Yeah, we still had to go to class, and I think Crystal was going to class, but she had security when she was going to class. Because they didn't want nothing to happen.
Oh, they had to escort her with security to class?
Yeah, I think they had to escort her with security to class, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but
wow.
So they started filming us separately. They started filming the Virgin Island people doing stuff by themselves, and the LA students doing stuff by themselves. The only time that we really kind of linked back up was there was like a carnival that was happening, and then they got to talk together for that. The thing that really brought us all together was the same episode I met this chick named Rachel.
Oh, the one you slept with and lost your virginity to?
Great, messy ass. She was fucking.
Hey, Rachel, if you in the chat.
Wouldn't it be crazy if I lost my virginity in the Virgin Islands?
I mean, that was your storyline that you lost your virginity to her. They said Willie was a virgin.
No, they did not, y'all.
Your original bio at the BET office said Willie Mack the virgin.
I was not a virgin because I have a son that's 18.
Well, we found that out later.
But until then. So
Willie was fooling everybody. We thought Willie was a virgin. He had a whole grown kid. Willie had a preteen when he filmed.
I sure did. I had a preteen. It's fucked up. My son calling me up talking about what's happening on the next episode, Dad.
They said my hookah's loud.
I know it is. That shit, you just hear that shit. Like, I want to hit whatever the fuck Ray
They
is.
said that Crystal and Fallon was talking about Rachel in their live. Who was Rachel? Who was she? What she look like, Willie? I don't remember.
She was black and Puerto Rican. She was about the size of she was about the size of season 3 Ray.
So you a chubby chaser?
I swear, because since when I broke the bed with her, all big girls from all over started hitting me up like
all the big girls love Willie.
What it do?
Willie was knocking down the big girls. All the big girls, we would go out. All the big ladies would bring Willie drinks.
That's true. The big ladies love me, man.
I think that's a stereotype for black men in general.
Hey, that's funny.
I'm trying to remember who was I dating at that time. I don't remember.
Ooh, what is it?
Oh, I do remember. Never mind.
Where's this at, Willis?
Where's it? There's a tray right in front of the stove, and I got different tea packets in there.
Tray in front of the stove.
Willie said that she was the size of season 3 Ray.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh my God! Yes, I said. Oh, Willie like the big girls.
Man, that changed my life. And it's crazy because the biggest girl that I've ever slept with was on College Hill after me and Rachel, I guess, broke up because she got mad at me because she didn't know that there was cameras watching. And yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know that it was being filmed still. She didn't know that there was like cameras in like the corners of the room.
Cameras everywhere but the bathrooms.
Yeah. And so after they got done,
Leslie, we're not saying names, Leslie. I don't know who that is. I don't know that man.
She's messy too.
Do you know who she's talking about too?
I know, because wasn't that Charles' friend?
He got me on the first night. I was good and drunk. I ain't know no better. I was new to LA. Had my legs in the air. I said, Lord, I done got
All right. The visual.
He used to be like the biggest publicist in LA. That's why I had so many gigs.
Hey.
Listen, I was young. I didn't know no better. I was country.